TikTok or Facebook?
Facebook.
Cool.
Weeding my decal while I'm waiting for people to log in. The fun part of it. Everyone, we'll get started in a minute. How's everyone's Sunday going? I'm on the east coast of Florida, so we have the tropical storm, and it's been raining all day long. Don't fall. Hi! I'm Danielle. I have a Tumblr business called Recreated Graphics. We do a ton of different products. My sister and I do it together. She usually does the decal side of it, and I do the glitter. We both work full time, so it's something we can enjoy together but not have all of the burden on ourselves. Today we're going to do a shipwreck cup. So I went ahead and prepped my cup. I buy the already white cups just because it's easier. I know, it's awesome, isn't it? I love doing that. I actually saw it on TikTok. I have an old Clorox wipe container, and I used it for the scraps on my vinyl when I'm weeding, and you can just stick like your tweezers in here and wipe it off real quick and go to the next thing. I just love it. So I already taped off my cup just so the video can go quicker because I know the admin's doing a video at 7. So what you do is you take your painter's tape and you just cut it off in little squares, and you gotta make sure that you have the little lines around it. Oh, that sucks about the fires. We were supposed to go to California for a wedding. My husband's family lives in California, and we had to cancel because of the COVID, but also their wedding got canceled for the fires as well, which really sucked. I felt very bad for her. Okay, what I'm going to do first is I have teakwood alcohol ink. These are just the supplies that I use. I get this at Michael's. And a cut up little piece of, magic eraser. I'm trying to read the comments while I'm doing this, so if I miss any, I am really sorry. Yeah, all those fires suck. awful. I am a warranty admin. My boring 9-to-5 job. I'm a warranty admin, and most of I do Honda and Acura stores, and most of my dealers are actually in California, and a lot of them have been affected. It really sucks. Okay, try to get through this so we can get off in time for the admin to do their video. Alright, so I'm going to put this down where you can see. Sorry, my boobs are huge. They go everywhere. I can't help it. They're always in the way. Alright, so I'm going to put a little bit of the teak wood in my glass bowl that I use for this. And I'm going to take my little strip of magic eraser and dip it in here, and then I'm just going to blot all over the cup. Just keep tapping it. I do this twice. I do 2 layers of it. You can do more. It's personal preference, really. I do down here, even though it's probably going to be covered up by epoxy, just in case. I don't know about the makeup sponge. I haven't tried that before. I've only ever used these because I buy them in bulk at Sam's Club to clean my house. And all the videos that I watched on learning how to make this cup, they use the magic erasers. But if you do try the makeup sponge, will you let me know? Because I want to see if it works too. I have a bunch of those as well that I don't use anymore because I don't leave my house. Oh, okay, cool. That's good to know, because I do have a lot of those I'd like to use up. This is definitely a muscle workout on your upper arm, if anybody wants to know. Gives me an excuse to miss the gym, just like I have for the last 30-something years. Aw, thank you. Thank you for your awesome product. That's really what inspired me to do the video, so I could share your product with everyone. Hope you guys do okay with the tropical storm. It hit us yesterday, and we're getting some of the backlash from it today as well. It's really rainy and gross and really windy. It hasn't been horrible though, so I hope you guys don't get a bad part of it. See, I want all the way around. I'm gonna let it dry for a minute. I have a fan sitting over here, so sometimes I just put it in front of my fan. Dry it a little bit faster. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Are you a native Floridian? I mean, I've been here since I was born in the same county. I was here for Andrew. That was my first one when I was a kid that I could remember. I'm doing this second layer just because I like it to look a little bit darker than the wood particle. And this is up to you, really. You don't have to do it. It's just the way that I like it to stand out. I had pre-ordered mine, the tumbler epoxy, and I got it the same day I ran out of my Pro Marine, and it was just a lifesaver because it came in the mail, and I think it came either right on time or maybe a day early. I was just so excited. So I think I did all of the second coat on this. Just a few spots I think I missed, but it looks pretty good. Okay, I don't know if you can see it got a little bit darker, right? It was perfect timing because I was stressing. I didn't want to have to go to Michael's and buy more. I used to use, when I first started, I used what was it, Amazing Cast, and the smell is just absolutely ridiculous. I can't take it. And then I switched to Pro Marine, and I liked that, but the smell was just, I'm asthmatic, and the smell was just awful. But I like that the tumbler epoxy isn't an overwhelming smell. Alright, now you're going to peel your tape up. Some people seal before they do this. I usually don't. I'm not very good with spray paint, even though I should be. And when I seal alcohol ink, I usually use too much and it runs. So I'm not very good at that part. My husband usually has to help me with it. Sorry, it's the boring part. Where do you guys craft? Do you have like craft rooms? Do you do it in the house? Do you have a shed? I have a shed. I used to do it in the house, and the whole house smelled like epoxy. And then for Christmas, my dad bought me a shed, which I absolutely love. So now I work in here and hide from my children. Okay. You see, that's how that's gonna look. Put that in the garbage. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of white. I'm gonna get rid of the sponge. I'm done with my sponge. Take a little bit of white and put it in here. Okay, just a little tiny bit, and then I'm gonna put some of the teak wood in. And then I'm going to get a paintbrush and I'll mix it up. If I can find a paintbrush. So I'll mix it up until I get just a little bit of a lighter brown color. I don't know if you can really see it in there. Your whole living room. Yeah, mine was too. My husband was very happy with it. So I kind of like that color. You'll have to just keep adding, and you're going to take your brush, and I start at the top and just side to side. I'm going to make like a clean sweep across so you don't see your brush strokes. Sometimes the brush strokes, I think, give it a little bit of characters, but not a lot of them, because I want it to look like the wood on the side of the ship. You see it? I love making these cups. I think they're so much fun. I think my favorite part about it is the alcohol ink. I think that one came out a little bit lighter. I like that. That's awesome. You have to walk through the laundry room to get it, so I keep the, oh yeah, the mess was awful when it was in my living room. I am pretty sure I still have glitter embedded into my grout that will never ever come out. So this size cup, I think we have it listed on our Etsy for $30, and I really should charge more, but my sister didn't realize that I was hand painting these, and she listed it for $30 by accident, and then I feel really bad about upping the price if people have already ordered it for the $30 and they come back for more. That's the problem with working with family. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's a little earlier in the day and it's a Sunday. Does anyone have any awesome designs they're working on right now, or any custom orders? Does everyone make cups too, or do you guys do tabletops? Anyone do resin art? I think resin art is just so beautiful. Oh, a Star Trek cup. That sounds awesome. We'll definitely be posting a picture of that when you're done, right? Oh, you're welcome. Hi. Sorry this isn't a faster process, but I feel like this is one of the hardest. I had a really hard time finding a good tutorial for this on YouTube, and these cups are so popular right now. I love the way they look. If I'm able to save this, I'm going to post it on my YouTube. I've been trying to do some tutorials on there. Just because I started making cups like 2 years ago. And I love doing it, but I found a really hard time finding videos that just showed, I don't know, step by step, broken down, and it was easy, and showing the products they used. I was always wondering what kind of products they used. The one videos I did watch a lot, her name was, what was her name? Minderella. I watched a ton of her videos on YouTube, and her tutorials are awesome. Almost there. Two squares left. When I'm done making the video, then in the comments I'll try to post all the supplies that I used, and if I can remember where I got them. One tip I do have is I had a hard time finding white alcohol ink. And every time I went to Michael's to buy it, I had to buy a whole package of colors I didn't need. It's annoying. But I found this. You can buy 2 of these bottles in a package. I think it was like $20 on Amazon. This has saved my life because I don't have to buy the packages with all the colors I don't need just to get the white. And that's my favorite white I've used so far. Alright, we're all done. Some of them aren't so evenly colored, some are. I still love the way it looks. It looks like a bunch of different wood was just slapped together to make a pirate ship. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put that over here and let that dry for a minute. We're done with the alcohol ink. So the next step you're going to do is you're going to put your decal on, which I didn't finish weeding, so give me a minute to do that. All these little holes. I googled images of, oh thank you, I think it's gonna look awesome too. I googled images of Kraken tentacles, and that's where I got this, is off of Google. I do try to buy most of my images from small companies on Etsy. Or my sister designs them. She has a degree in graphic design, so she does a lot of her own designing. She does a lot of her own drawings too that she'll turn into water slides and stuff. She's very talented. I don't use the transfer tape for this part because I don't want it to stick to the alcohol ink and pull it up, so I'm just going to put it on tentacle by tentacle, see how it looks. This one's ready. And I put it a little bit above the bottom line right here. That way you can pull the alcohol ink up all the way. What tool are you using to weed? Dollar store tweezers. They're very sharp on the edge. I know you can't really see it. Does anyone else find the Oracle vinyl very hard to get off of the paper? Or is it just me? Okay, here we have our first tentacle. If anyone missed it earlier too, I took a old Clorox disinfecting wipes container and I turned it into a vinyl catch, because then you can just wipe off your tweezers right here. It's awesome. I have not had it for a long time. I got it probably about a month ago. And it's just the black and white. I don't have any trouble with the color, but the black and white, I have a hard time getting it. It just sticks to this paper. This one here. This one's a little sideways, but I'm okay with it. Got a little bit of a crease. Work it out. I kind of overlapped them a little bit. I liked them touching. Oh, too deep. I didn't even think about that, but I just have it on like a regular, I mean, not more pressure. Maybe I just need to lighten it up some, and I'll try that and see if that works. Oh, that didn't come off. I think whoever told me weeding was therapeutic lied. Okay, that one's done. I also keep all of my tweezers in a silicone pencil. I hate weeding too. This way I know if epoxy gets on it, I can just wipe it off. The glitter doesn't get inside. My sister bought this. She loves little gadgets like that. Oh no, it all stuck to itself. Okay. So now I got all my tentacles on here. I absolutely love the way they look. You could always add a name on the back if you wanted to. I don't, because I just feel like it would take... You only have this little space left. Alright, so now we're going to do the fun part. Break out my little spinners. I usually have a wall of spinners behind me. Let's see if anybody can look. See back there? I usually have a wall of 18 spinners, but some of them needed new motors, and epoxy was everywhere. Some of the switches were broken, so they're being taken apart and refitted for 1/2-inch pipes so I could get the little flowers for my spinners. They're getting all new motors. I'm so excited. It'll be done today. That's awesome. I'm gonna start giggling now too. Glitter plate for my whites. Alright, so for this part, I'm going to use white acrylic paint. And I have my ocean green I like to use. I got this from Michael's. I have an indigo I'm going to use to give it some darkness. And then a mermaid color. I like these. Maybe a little bit of pearl too to give it some shimmer. All of these I got at Michael's. All 3 of these. on that. I have these awesome mixing cups that are disposable, and I found them on Amazon, and they have the measurements on them, even though I always mix too much, but then I have a ton of keychains made because of that. Okay, I'm using my tumbler epoxy. I'm going to put my A in first. I'm going to do 2 ounces of A and 2 ounces of B. And this is my favorite part about the tumbler epoxy. I mix until it's clear. I don't time it. I don't swap cups. It is suggested, so you should do it, but I don't because I'm just lazy and I don't have time. I do this full time. I have 2 kids, football, band, full-time job. I don't have time. Thanks. I'm not busy on purpose. My daughter just started 9th grade and she plays the tuba, and they're starting marching band next week. So marching band is Tuesdays and Thursday nights and Friday night football game, which she signed me up to volunteer for all of it. And then my son plays, he's 9, he's in 4th grade, and he plays defense on the local football team. So his practice is Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and games on Saturdays. Luckily, his dad helps out. His dad lives next door, and we co-parent really well. So I do Monday football practice, I do Tuesday band, then his dad does Wednesday football, or I'm sorry, Tuesday and Thursday football, and my husband, which is the stepdad, does Thursday band, and then I do games on Friday and Saturday. It's a crazy schedule. See, I can't even remember my own schedule. Okay, so I just want everyone to see how fast that I mix. See all those bubbles? But you just hit it a little bit with the torch and they go right away. I love it. Put the glove on, get my cup spinning. Oh yeah, I was very excited that she signed me up, and especially because my volunteer certificate expired this month, so now I have to go get fingerprinted. That's always fun, so I can get recertified. Every 2 years they do a background check and you have to get fingerprinted to volunteer. Yeah, you guys are a bunch of busy ladies too. I see that, Tumbler Epoxy. Thanks for the co-parenting. It's actually funny because my ex-husband bought a duplex, and my husband and I rent one side from him. So my kids, and my daughter's not his, but he still like offers to pay for her school supplies and whatever she wants, and he takes her shopping, and she's really got the best of both worlds. She has her dad in her life, her stepdad, and her ex-stepdad, and they all take really good care of her. So she's very blessed. And the kids go back and forth between the two houses. We all eat dinner together every night. He and my husband are friends. I did not seal it with anything. I just let it dry in front of the fan for a few minutes. And then I put it on. Let me see if I can bring it a little bit closer so you can see. See? Now I'm just going to hit it with the torch really quick. My torch too. I got my torch from Lowe's. It was like 20 bucks. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but all of the air bubbles are gone. Let's see if I can bring you in. Can you tell? There's no more air bubbles. I hit it with a little bit of heat. Didn't take very long, and it's all gone. I love it. Okay, now we're gonna do our inks. This is the fun part. I love playing with ink. So my workbench isn't very even. My dad built it for me. Not perfect, so I take a little pop socket and I just stick it right underneath there to level it out a little bit, because it happens. I love that, Christina. We do the same. We do all of our holidays together. We vacation together. Sometimes, like if we go to Disney and stuff, we'll just rent like one big Airbnb. It really is just easy. And I mean, I hope one day my ex-husband finds someone to share his life with, but you know, I really hope it's someone who's okay with our lifestyle, because it's not fair to the kids, you know. Okay. Ooh, I love that color. I also hope he finds someone who can cook so I can get a break. Is that weird? I love adding this little bit of shimmer to it. Obviously, you can use whatever blues you want. Doesn't have to be the ones that I picked. My first ex-husband does not co-parent at all, so I have one of each. I have one that we co-parent really well with, and then I have the other one that fights me every step of the way about everything. Thanks. Make sure to get the bottom as well as you can. I always have a hard time with that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a paper cup. Oh, that sucked. I don't know if anybody just saw that, but I just dumped a whole cup of glitter on myself. And that really sucked, but it happens. It was Dr. Pepper. But amazingly, none of it got in the cup. There is no glitter in the cup. It's just, does it, look, I have it all over me, all over my arms. I have glitter everywhere now. This is ridiculous. Definitely taking a shower when I'm done with this. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of epoxy in a little cup. And I am going to add a little drop of acrylic paint. I like the acrylic paint to make the waves the best. I know that tumbler epoxy, you make a lot of tabletops. Do you use the paint or do you use the ink? I like to do it right across the top. A few waves here. Okay, now I'm gonna get my heat gun. There's a little fisheye action going on, so I'm going to put a glove on and just rub that out. No, my husband is not going to like the fact that I'm covered in glitter. He is going to tell me to hose off outside so I don't get any more glitter in his house. All those little fish eyes out. You can always add a little bit more color. I'm going to add a little bit more mermaid because I like that aqua look. See, there's a couple little fish eyes going on. Bit of shimmer. I'm liking it. A little bit more white to the top. I like that crashing wave look. And then I'm going to turn it, have it spin the other way. Now I can't remember which way it was turning. Shipwreck cup. Sometimes I'll sit here and watch it spin for a little while. I love the way this looks right here. And if I see it's losing a little bit of color or a little bit of the white, I'll add a little extra to it as it spins. But right now, I'm really loving it. Let me get you in closer. Can you see it? I just love it. I love the way that looks, and I love the little bit of pearl that I added in there to give it some shimmer. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Any comments? Okay, I made a little bit too much, but that's okay because I have to make an ashtray later anyway. Oh, wrong cap. Let me read some of these comments. I don't know what causes them either. I use my glove and wipe them out a little bit. Maybe it's the heat gun pushing it around. I get it. I've gotten it no matter what epoxy I've used, so obviously it's my problem, not anybody else's. Thank you, Paul. I have no idea how I didn't get any glitter on this cup, but I didn't. And if you can see, it starts here on my counter and goes all the way over. I like the way that looks too. Like the ship is sinking into the water. I like watching it spin. Too much heat. It's the heat. Yeah, I kind of figured I'd probably hit it with just a little bit too much. But it's easy to fix. Well, like now that it's been spinning for a few minutes, it looks a little bit different. Can't help it with alcohol ink swirls because you have to heat it. Yeah, that's very true. Look at it now with the white after it's been spinning a few minutes. And every once in a while I change the direction of it spinning. I like the way it looks that way. Alright, thank you guys. Oh, I will. This is actually, I have a video of it on TikTok, but I will definitely post a picture in here of it when it's all done. This is a customer order on Etsy, so I can't wait for it to be sent out. She's gonna love it. I can't help but watch it. Alright guys, thanks. Have a good Sunday. I'm going to go wash off glitter. Bye. You're welcome.